what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back today with episode number 27 of my NCAA 14 Dynasty with the Northwestern Wildcats, as Trayvon Green is going to get things started with a 9-yard run, and then we're going to find him with a little quick pass there to pick up the first down. And we got a huge game today, folks. We are at home taking on 3-0, undefeated, number 2 in the country, Alabama. And man, this team is tough. They are ranked in overall 99. So at the screen where the game loads up and it tells you your team's ratings, we're a 93 right now. But Alabama is a number 90, or overall 99. And as I stated, they're 3-0. They haven't really played anybody yet, so we're kind of their first big test. They're our second big test, because as you recall, a couple weeks ago we did beat Notre Dame, number 1 Notre Dame at the time, and we score on our first drive here. So a 7-0 lead, not a bad start at all. Not getting any pressure here on their passing game, though, and they're going to find an open receiver there on the right-hand side, and then another really big gain to DeAndre White, who's going to pick up a first down and more, and then they're going to score here as Amari Cooper, and remember that name because he has a huge game. Seems like we're giving up too many big games to receivers in this season. The defense is not as playing as well as it did last year. But we're going to get the ball back with this tie game now here and not have much success on first and second down. And then third down, we're going to have a drop there. So we have to punt the ball and give it back to Alabama. They've beaten West Virginia, Florida Atlantic, and Central Michigan this season. But they're doing it in pretty good fashion as they're averaging 39.3 points per game. That ranks them at 10th in the nation. And racking up 452 yards per game. That ranks them at 22nd in the nation, and their defense is very, very stingy, only allowing 12.3 points per game and 228 yards per game. That ranks them 15th in the point category and 6th in the yards category. So we got a handful here, and they're going to take a 14-0 lead after we go 3-and-out on that second possession. And we got to try to keep pace with them, but their defense, as I said, is just tough. He flushes Trevor Siemian out to the pocket, rolls left, throws right, incomplete pass, 3rd and long here, and more pressure is going to force us to another 3-and-out, and then we're going to give up a huge run here where they get all the way up to about the 32-yard line and are in good position to score again. Just a very, very tough team. We're coming off a win against Syracuse in week number 3, 28-21. We're 3-0 now, ranked 4th in the nation. As you see, they score again here now, 21-7 in the first half. We've also beaten Cal and Notre Dame this season, as I mentioned earlier. 3-0 on the season, 4th in the nation. As I just stated, 31.3 points per game, 380.7 yards per game. And we're running the ball very well, though not nationally ranked in the top 20 or anything, but 197.3 rushing yards per game. I'm pretty happy with that. As we're just moving down the field here now, we're going to run a little play action and find Christian Jones over the middle. He comes up short of the first down. We're going to gamble, go for it on 4th and 1. We do pick it up there with Trayvon Green on a 9-yard run. We're going to run a little option play. And Trevor Siemian got hurt briefly as Oliver, the backup quarterback, picks up a nice little gain there. Siemian would be okay, come back in the game. Trayvon Green scores a touchdown there as we are now down 21-14. Start of the third quarter, start of the second half, and they are just going to pick up where they left off with a big gain to Amari Cooper there again. And once again, in our territory, looking to score again. So where did I leave off? Our defense is still ranked pretty well, even though they've already given up 21 points in this game, on average only allowing 23.3 points per game, and still number 1 in the nation, though that might change at number 1, only allowing 24 rushing yards per game. That's pretty crazy, but Alabama ran the ball pretty well, and again, this really stingy defense, they're going to sack us, then blitz us. We do dump it off to Trayvon Green there. But again, another 3rd and long. We're going to convert it this time and get a new set of downs here. but then it's just a terrible decision by myself, by Trevor Siemian. There was a receiver open on that little break pattern, and I just pressed the wrong button. It was a mess up by me, and it ended up costing us big, already down 28-14, turning the ball over, and TJ Yeldon is going to pick up a first down. They drop back and pass, and here's another touchdown. I was pressing the SWAT button, and for some reason my defender just did not jump there, and they are now up 35-14 on offense. We try to run an option, no gain there. Pass play, terrible throw there. Third down once again, and they're going to break up this pass as well. This defense on Heisman level was just insane. I could not get anything. They're going to break for another big run there, so there probably goes my #1 rush defense ranking. Real quick, though, next week we do have a game against Nebraska. You'll recall in the last gameplay episode, they did get upset. But they turned around and beat Miami this week, who was number 18 in the country, 38-10. UCLA upsets number 13 Utah, 31-19. Eastern Carolina, which I think you may have seen already or will see on the screen, upsets number 8 North Carolina, 31-17. Number 6 Notre Dame beats number 21 Michigan, 20-3. As you see, we scored there. And we're going to go for 2. I don't show you on it, but we do get the 2-point conversion and cut it down to 16. And I figured it's a two-score game now if we can just get a stop on defense. But not so fast, my friend, as they're going to get another big gain on the ground. And one other score, #1 Ohio State stays #1 and gets the win against Virginia Tech, 28-16. So we did stop them from scoring a touchdown, but they still get a field goal and go up 19. We'd get the ball back, and I believe here comes the North Carolina score that you're going to see. We get the ball back in just kind of desperation mode, and Trevor Siemian is going to drop back, and just another bad decision here as we throw another interception, and that pretty much seals the deal. Real quick, 2 commits before this video: a 75 overall halfback, Jacob Morris, and a 75 overall defensive tackle, Mark Lawson, are both coming to Northwestern next season. So I was happy about those 2 guys who committed. Pretty strong overalls there, compared to the other players that I've been recruiting. So happy with that. Not happy with the loss, a very tough one. And we have another big game against a ranked team in Nebraska next week. Stay tuned for it. Peace.